Shaun Nordlie, Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. Going to start with last weekend's board meeting. A couple of the highlights from that. Code Chapter 207 was it was a recommendation. We have an ad hoc that was working on looking at that code and making some adjustments for our septic systems. Board did see that and approve that to move on to our legal counsel and then our governing documents subcommittee. They'll do one final review and then that'll go to new business, and in a few months that'll get approved by the board. So some changes there for the septic systems, and as far as being your inspections and your pumpings, and definitely deals with steel tanks and any members that still have a steel tank for their septic system. So look for that to be coming in the next couple months, but there's some good changes for the septic and that code there. Another item that was brought up was the strategic plan. We've had a board sub working on updating the strategic plan, and that was approved by the board this past Saturday. So I'm working on that now. I'll get that out in April. It's not going to make the April Hemlock news, but probably April board of directors meeting where I'll put that out to the membership so you can see what updates and what changes we made to the strategic plan, and then some things that we can show for our one-year action plans for that strategic plan. We also talked about the ThorGuard system, which is the system over at Fawn Hill. Whenever there's lightning in the area, that blows a horn, and the Recreation Committee made a recommendation to add more of those, and the board asked that the Public Health, Safety, and Security Committee take a look at that from a safety standpoint and determine if we do need more of those and where those would go. So a couple of the highlights there from the board meeting this past Saturday. The board held their forum last Sunday also, and environmental topics was the main questions from the members for that. Want to thank Zappy and Diesel for their answers, getting good information out there to the membership. And I know one question was the difference between DPW and natural resources, so they both did a good job of explaining the difference there. Chipper Days was also a big topic. If you watched Zappy's Digging Deeper video this week, he had Diesel on there. Diesel is in charge of Chipper Days and is working on those details, which will come out soon. I want to remind everybody next week of the mini closure at the clubhouse. We will be closed next Wednesday and Thursday, April 2nd and 3rd. Gives custodial an opportunity to get in there and do some deep cleaning, and also DPW to do some projects when there's nobody else in the building. So just remember, again, closed next Wednesday and Thursday. And once we reopen, I know Nicole's got plans to put out everything that we accomplished so everybody knows what we did in those 2 days. So that's all I have for this week. So check out Zappy and the Digging Deeper video. Everybody have a good weekend. Take care.